So, hey guys, we're in the danger zone. And as a Jew, I'm in the basement of a Catholic church, which I gotta say, those churches do feel a bit like a danger zone for a Jew like myself. Because, partly I wonder whether I'm going to burst into flames, but Britt called ahead and made sure they turned off the Jews burst into, yes, the heat. No, turned off the heat. That's right, Britt. Good job. Turned off the heat. And, here's what's on. I'm Jewish, Britt's Catholic. I went to confession and forgave her.
Oh, thank you.
No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, they heard the show because they must be one of the literally dozens of people in this neighborhood who may have at one point or another heard Britt on the show. So they called Britt and said, hey, listen, we're having trouble with the coin pusher. Because apparently, at whatever they call the coffee and donuts session after the Mass, they've had a coin pusher out just in case anybody didn't put anything in the collection plate or wanted to give a little extra or whatever. And but the problem is they lost the keys. They don't really care so much about I don't know why Bit is biting her tongue. She has a fiancé. It's his job to do it. I just asked them why they didn't just get a bunch of quarters and play it. And they said, well, we have a bunch of quarters, that we've gotten out of the machine or that were in the collection plate because somebody, I don't know, they wanted $1 and change and they threw in some quarters and took out $1 or maybe a 20. But they have a bunch of quarters to give us. And they said, well, why don't you just use the quarters to win the hundreds off? And they said, well, people have been playing this game for a long time, and so far, not one of them has managed to, how to put this real Old Testament, none of them has managed to make the walls come tumbling down. Now, in fact, in the back, they have the scene of Joshua ordering the trumpets to blow and the walls of Jericho to come tumbling down. What else do you need to know? In the back behind the wall are at least a couple of dozen $100 bills. Some rolled up, some lying flat. We're going to give it a try, and we're playing with the church's own quarters. Now, I'm happy to come and do them a favor. But I said, look, if I get all that money off for you, what happens to it? And they said, well, we keep it. It's our money. And I said, well, there is a Jewish temple down the block. So I was thinking, maybe I get it all off, you get 50%, and the temple down the street gets 50%. And the priest, believe it or not, says to me, well, 50% is way too high. And I'm like, excuse me, who's the Jew here? Okay? Who's the Jew here? Do you want it off or not? And he said, okay, how about 45? And I said, I'll tell you what. I'll take the 45. Take the 45. You take the 55. It's your church. It's your money. Seems fair to me. But I can't promise anything. These games are unpredictable. And plot twist, Britt?
I think we should say if we get it all off, we give them 55, and I get to get married for free.
Oh, I didn't know Britt was being charged for her wedding by her own church.
Yeah, only if the priest agrees. I have to sit with him first.
If you're a Jew and you're a member of a Jewish congregation, you don't get charged for a wedding.
Really? No, apparently Catholic churches are, and they're pretty steep too.
Yeah. Well, I guess I guess the Catholics really want the marriage to stick. So they got to, you know what you should say to them?
What?
Tell you what, here's $1,500, but if our marriage doesn't last, I want it back.
Yeah. I
Okay.
like that. Doubled.
Yes. This is a double or nothing thing. You can just keep going back in, paying $1,500 or whatever it is, breaking up, getting $3,000, marrying twice, get $6,000, and just keep. Yeah, because so these days. Anyway, this is one of those coin pushers that they started throwing out there to compete with pinball machines that plays music when you turn it on. So when I give Britt the word, Britt will turn on the pusher. Well, that seems appropriate. Now, Britt is getting really impatient to play. So just
Play?
go for it, Britt. Well, wait, you had the quarters blessed, right, before you put them in?
I hope so.
We can get the priest back in here.
Yeah, get him back in here. Tell him to bless my quarters, bless our luck.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they've been praying for their money back for quite a time.
In the Jewish, what do you call it? A chapel, a shul, not a shul.
In
To go to temple.
Oh, it could be a temple. It could be a synagogue.
So when you go, we go to church on Sundays.
Yeah.
You go to church, they have on Saturdays, right?
Right, because that's the actual Shabbos. You guys mixed it up.
Probably. Do they ask for a collection every week?
No, believe it or not, to be a member of a Jewish congregation is free. They don't ask for a collection. They will sometimes call everybody and nag them for money.
Okay.
And if you want to attend the High Holy Day services, then you have to buy a ticket for actual money.
Are they expensive?
It depends on the particular place, but sometimes they can be.
Yeah, because every Sunday, the priest gives us a whole talking about how much money the church needs and begs
To
us
fix the roof, right? It's always the roof.
the roof, the pews, and every week they ask us for money, which is nice. But you shouldn't ask. Okay, people should just be willing to give it.
Well, George Carlin has a routine that goes, so according to the Christian church, God is this big man in the sky who controls the world, controls everything, loves you, has saved your soul, and now he needs money.
Yeah.
See, being Jewish, at Jewish temples, they figure if God needs money, if your congregation needs money, God will provide. Or if God needs money, He'll just write you a note.
No.
You can tell it's from God because it's in Hebrew.
Now every week we hear the same story.
Yes, and it's the same roof.
I know, for the past 32 years at least.
I'd love them to, for one reason or another, gas leak. They have to hold services out on a lawn or in the park or something. Mm-hmm. But he's have everything prepared, and he goes in and says, "Well, this place desperately needs a roof.
And see how many people can.
There's no roof here at all. If it rains, what are we going to do? We're going to have to build the roof from scratch. So you guys are going to have to cough up a lot of." No. Well, the quarters are starting to come off the backfield, which is good, and the hundreds are being moved forward, which is good, I guess. But as far as I can tell, the walls ain't tumbling down.
I know.
See, pride is a sin, and Britt really needs to go to confession because she hates to lose. I don't know if she hates to lose so much as she's just a sore loser.
Terrible loser.
Terrible loser. Okay. Well, so far, we really have to work together on this, Britt. We really have to put those quarters in. We have to win the money back. Because otherwise some Goyish Protestant will come in and win it.
I got one of those.
You got a Goyish Protestant?
Yeah.
What do you do? Keep him in? What do you do? Keep him in a closet in your room? What?
My
What?
mom is Protestant.
I'm sorry.
My mother's Protestant.
She is.
Yeah.
And your father is Catholic?
Yeah.
So you're from a mixed marriage?
Yep.
But
We were raised Catholic though.
why?
Because all our friends were Catholic, so we were Catholic. And my mom used to go to church with my dad, so.
Oh.
And religion is very important to my dad.
Okay. Hey, I wonder if it's possible that those hundreds will get piled up so high, they'll
They'll
actually go
flip
right
over?
over. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. Funny.
Oh, and just so you know, because we're just trying to help, there's no timeline here. But if we run out of quarters, I don't know if they have any more. Or because at this point, we're not getting money off their machine, we're just putting more money in it. And some of it's just going into the, what some people call the dealer's slots on the side. And they can't get them because they lost the keys. I mean, people call them dealer slots. I call them stealer slots because they're stealing your quarters. But be a shame if we can't get anything off. But at this point, we can't even get the. Maybe they should have gotten someone named Joshua.
Maybe.
That's Elvis. That's Elvis Presley singing Joshua Fit the Battle.
Elvis had a beautiful voice.
Yes. No quarters.
Oh, I got excited. I was about to say, how did that happen?
No quarters. The sound is just them falling into the Steeler slot.
I don't know, John. This is a little
Yeah.
perplexing. Like, I feel like the tower hasn't even moved.
Well, maybe we should be blowing trumpets. That's
Do you
what worked
think-
for Joshua.
Maybe.
Let's go ahead and do. Oh, it's moved. It moved. Okay. We should have had more. You should have had more faith.
I should have.
Yeah, Jews don't care about faith.
It's God teaching me not to doubt.
Well, God teaching you not to doubt me.
Or his machine.
Yeah. Have you heard the phrase Deus Ex Machina?
No.
It means when there's absolutely no way for the hero to win or escape or whatever. But at the end, suddenly a supernatural force or something that we never heard of before just reaches in and saves them. It's like you set up this whole thing that there's no way to escape from, and then something just yanks you out of it and rescues you. And it's sort of unfair to the viewer. And Deus Ex Machina is Greek for the God in the machine. And that's because Greek plays used to include very complicated machines. They were almost on the level of like today's computers, even though they worked off of things like levers and pulleys and strings.
Ooh, I got some
Wait,
coins.
nope. You got chips, baby.
Chips.
But hey, look, guys. The wall is starting to tumble down.
This machine should play. You gotta have faith.
Well, the machine doesn't want you to win.
I know.
No, the Joshua thing is to give you false hope. But the wall is starting to leak. So that's something. How are you doing on quarters?
Not that I have some.
Well, a lot of chips are coming down. How is it even staying up? I mean, half the chips are gone. Can you see, guys? Half the chips are gone on the right hand. Oh! Well, that's one wall completely down. Don't stop now.
I was looking at what my best play was.
It's a very catchy song, I gotta say.
I do agree.
Okay, the only problem here is we're not getting any quarters back. How we doing on quarters, Britt?
Good.
Oh, we got a quarter.
Woohoo!
We got one quarter back after all of those. That's 2 quarters back. We've gotten 2 quarters back, ladies and gentlemen.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it seems to me that ladies and gentlemen will probably be doing something better with their time than watching this. But whoever is out there, okay, we did get one wall down. That was very impressive. Let's see if we can do it again. But don't waste quarters. You're piling quarters on top of quarters. Aha! Okay, 2 more quarters. I think we've crossed the Rubicon, or once we reach the point where quarters are coming back. That was just a chip. Once we reach the point where quarters are coming back,
It's a good sign.
oh, it's a great sign, because it means if we're actually getting the quarters back, we can keep playing. You know, once we reach the point where we get the quarters back, we can play as long as we want. Or until the Steelers slots. Here's 2 more. Until the Steelers slots take all the quarters. So Britt took my son out coin pushing today. How'd he do?
He won $2.
Very good.
He, unlike me, knows when enough is enough.
And 1 more quarter. We just, you're putting in 3 at a time. We can just get to the point where we can get 3 at a time coming off, or an average. Another quarter. And another quarter. It means that they're sliding. Well, that could be good or bad, because it means they're sliding under the tower instead of knocking it down like they should be. But they're, oh well, here's a chip. They're knocking some down. Two more quarters. And a chip and a quarter. Brady, isn't gambling a sin?
Yeah. So is living with your fiance, but whatever.
No, didn't you hear the Pope change that?
Did he?
Yeah, he said you just can't have sex if you're under 16. And then anything goes. Any number of people.
When did this happen?
Well, obviously last month. Actually, no, this month on Valentine's Day. He announced a new regime of free love.
Really? I must live under a rock.
You must have missed that. See, you don't watch the news.
No, the snooze. Ooh.
Well, you seem pretty interested in that news. No, I think, actually, for a long time, I've been very active in changing the marriage laws around the country, because there are a lot of another quarter.
Thank you.
There are a lot of places in the country where the age of consent is actually higher than the age you can get married at.
Really?
Yeah, well, my favorite one. Now, some of them you need a judge's approval or something like that. The idea is there's a strong feeling that if a woman is or girl is pregnant, she should be allowed to marry the father at any age. But what I love is the way the Texas law is written.
How's that run?
You have to be 14 years old to get married. Unless, and here's the kicker, unless you've already been married before.
What?
That's what it says. Oh, but the funniest one is Arkansas, as you might expect, Arkansas did not properly copy edit or proofread its law when it was trying to update its age of consent to 16, where it had been like 13, and which I give them credit for. But what they actually wrote was, well, what they intended to write, and more power to them, was a girl cannot get married under the age of 16 unless she is pregnant. But what they actually wrote, and it was a typo, what they actually wrote was a girl can't get married under the age of 16 unless she is not pregnant. Which meant there was no age limit
Right.
at all. So a lot of people ran out.
And got married?
No, what they did was they got marriage licenses for their toddlers.
I'm done.
For their toddlers. I mean, Just to frame it and hang it on the wall, nothing insidious.
Right.
But
Just because they actually could.
but because now, wouldn't it be cute if when they grew up, our kids married each other? Well, now we don't have to wait.
Yeah.
But they're only 3. Yeah, well, they'll thank us later. You want to? Oh. Ask and ye shall receive. We ran out of quarters, but then a bunch came down, so.
Ooh,
Another quarter.
Down.
Oh! We got 100, one wrapped up 100. And almost as important, we got a quarter. Try putting them down the middle because then they're farther away from the Steelers shoots. Another 100. And another 100. You're all welcome to sing along at home. I'm sorry I can't put the lyrics up on the... Oh, quarters are coming down too. Yeah, if you... Try the left now. So we've used up the topic of religion. Topic of religion. Shall we talk about politics or sex or anything that would offend people?
No.
No. But I really like offending people.
Yes, but that's not nice.
It's not nice. Okay, we're down to like a handful of quarters and then we'll stop. And then I'll reveal my real secret.
You have a secret?
I have a secret. Believe it or not, there's something that didn't come out of my mouth.
And you didn't tell me? Wow. And...
Oh, one came down. Oh, and one more. And one came forth. 2. And another. Oh, it's starting to slip over here. Oh.
Ooh, I dropped my
I'll get it.
quarter.
I'll get it from the floor. Well, it's weakening over here, so yeah. On the left.
Damn Steelers shoot.
Yep. But the dealer chute is pretty much blocked off by the by those rolled up hundreds. Yes! And there's quarters there too. Okay, these are chips. The rest are quarters. Oop, almost moved. Are you stealing Arin's approach? Just putting one in each one, going back and forth?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. My son.
Listen, he teaches me a lot.
That's true. Okay, you ready to hear? Okay, well, let's give it a minute, see if anything comes down. Could you get one of those plastic bins? Okay, here's why. See ya. My secret here is that when I realized, when they told me they'd lost the keys, I called them, I got the serial number. I said, well, just so I know how to play the machine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then I called the company and got a spare set of keys.
What?
So, there was never any question we were getting the money back. So, that's why I was happy with 45%.
John.
Well, you can start cleaning out chips. Chips, chimps, whatever. What Britt doesn't know is that while she's busy cleaning off the chips, I'm going to take all the hundreds. No. See this money? It all belongs to the church and the temple now. Okay. So why didn't I just come over with the keys?
Yeah.
I like playing coin pusher.
Me too.
And this way, I did some good for the temple. Okay, I wouldn't open this again. Okay, I have to open it up again because I don't know where that 100 went. Okay. Okay, guys, give us a second, then we'll count out how many we got. Okay, Britt, time to count out. Let's start with the flat ones. 100.
100, sorry. Sorry, they're sticky. 200.
200. I think it's your fingers that are a little sticky.
Maybe.
200.
300. 400. 500. 600. 700. 800. 900. I was about to say 1000.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for it.
1,000. 1,001. 1,002. 1,003. 1,004. 1,005. Oh, there's more. 1,006. 1,007. 1,008. 1,009. 2,000. 2001. 2002.
So that's 2,200 in flat bills, and in the rolled up Torah scroll bills, let's see how much we got. Okay, now the rolled up ones.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, right? 16, 15.
17 comes after 16.
Yeah, but these are 50s.
Oh, those are 50s. Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't- okay.
16, 50, 17.
17. You know what? That's the perfect split. These will, the rolled up ones, which do look like Torah scrolls. I'm just going to let you guys Google Torah scroll. Keep these for the temple.
And this for the Catholics.
And that's for the Catholics. And I'll give them the set of keys.
That's very generous.
I think it's damn generous.
Now, if the Catholic was giving you the keys, they charge you for them.
Right, like they're charging you for to get married.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we should do to them and say, listen, you can either marry me, or I'm going to go ahead and live in sin.
Yeah.
So you're saying I have to buy I was going to say, you have to buy yourself out of sin for $1,500? And I was thinking, well, that actually, the Catholic Church actually has a long history of buying your way out of sin.
Pretty much.
So,
So penance is for.
yes. Well, yeah, pennies, also dollars. Hey, where does Dracula keep his money?
I don't know.
In his cryptocurrency. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, John, you killed me.
Okay. Could you turn off the machine?
Yep.
Okay, and Britt, you're going to be the one to explain about that I got the keys to the priest, right?
Sure.
Because then he has no choice. He has to forgive you.
True.
Me, he could just nail me up to that thing.
Oh, God bless now.
What are you? Are you? Are you in a hurry? I think one was enough. Actually, we should have left. You should have left it at one.
Yeah, just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Okay, one and done. But hey, listen, I'll tell you this much.
Tell me.
I'll tell you this much. It obviously wasn't Jews who killed Jesus. Because if we'd done it, we'd have gotten the job right. He wouldn't come back in 3 days. This is what you get for farming the job out to Italians. Yeah, Britt just crossed herself.
I think this is blasphemy.
Well, I got it at Blasphemy R Us. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And
Make sure you go to church and put your quarters in the
the holy the holy coin pusher. You know, we probably should start selling coin pushers to Catholic churches all over the place.
They'd probably make a lot more money.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's just what they need. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Apologize for all the crude talk. And if I insulted anyone's faith or religion, it was all in good fun. All I care about is people being kind and nice to each other. And in the end, I'm sure everything will work out with the priest, or, you know, I'll call him for an exorcism. He'll say, no, John, you're the demon. We don't work for demons. Talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.